to my channel. Today I am doing my lifestyle favorites. I know I promised you guys lifestyle favorites a couple videos ago, and I was gonna do it for 2015 and I kind of let too much time go by, so I think I'm just gonna do current lifestyle favorites so I can let you guys know what I'm talking about. Some items I actually don't have physically here with me because I ran out, so I'll just pop a picture in. I'll insert a picture so you can see what I'm talking about in the video. So I won't talk you off too much because this is going to be a video of a lot of talking, but I'll start. I wrote down a whole list here. I keep lists for everything that I've mentioned in a favorites video, or just in general. I'll write things down that I do like, so if months go by and I'm like, oh, what was that product's name again? I have it written down. So I'll just tell you guys, 2015 was definitely a great year. It was a huge growing year for me personally, and especially on this channel, but I feel like a lot of the things that I have here kind of kept me going, kind of kept me on track. Why do I look so yellow? Is the color balance off? I guess we'll go with it and we'll see if we could correct it. If not, you guys know I'm not this yellow. I bet the sun keeps moving. Anyway, for 2015, David and I definitely set out to make sure that we had at least one date night a week. I wouldn't mind date night every week. I mean, every day of the week, but obviously we have, you know, grown up, we have to adult, as they like to say, right? We have responsibilities, but I mean, I feel like we went on a lot of date nights this past year, and I'm so happy and thankful for it. And he's such a trooper. I love that man. But definitely one of our favorite things to do was on movie night on Tuesdays. You guys know I vlogged a lot through the year for all the movies that I saw last year, and I was gonna do a top 10 of favorites movies, and then I went down the list and I was like, man, I'm missing a lot of movies, so I don't know if it's fair to do a top 10. But some of the top movies. Oh wait, so okay, let me backtrack. So for Tuesdays, if you're an AMC, if you have an AMC near you, if you pay, I think it was maybe $8 or something for the year, and if you just go on Tuesdays, every Tuesday night, it'll be $5. So we kind of made that be our date night. We were like, why not? We go to the movies so often anyway. Tuesday's a good day. A lot of the times movies will come out on Fridays. We'll wait and see it on a Tuesday. If not, you know, whatever, you go and pay normal price, but also you get perks with the AMC card, and we didn't realize that until like a couple, you know, times after going, that they're like, yeah, if you buy popcorn, you can order a medium, get a large, but you're paying for a medium. I'm like, really? And you guys know I love popcorn. So yeah, so AMC movie nights on Tuesdays, and that was one of my favorite things. That was kind of something that I look forward to after seeing a movie. We got to see, you know, we look forward to seeing another movie the next week. Some of my top movies from the past year, definitely, I feel like #1 for the year last year was Creed. Hands down, one of the best movies. I feel like Michael B. Jordan looked amazing in that amazing in that movie. I also like Southpaw. I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal did a crazy knockout job in that movie. And you know, it's crazy, a lot of people I've spoken to have said they haven't seen that movie, and I don't know how. Oh, and also the cool thing about AMC is too, if you log like all your stuff online, it keeps track of the movies that you saw for the whole year. And now when I say that, I can't even think of the movies. I should log in to see what movies I saw last year, but those are definitely two of my favorites. Geez, me and David wrote down a whole list. If I can find that list. Oh, he put it in his iPad. When I find the list, I'll leave it down below for you guys, just to see what some great movies were. We saw a lot of movies last year. One terrible movie for the year though was Pan. Don't waste your money. Wait till that comes out on cable or whatever it is. That movie was really bad, and I had really high hopes for it. But yeah, I'll leave the list down below so I won't talk your guys' ear off. But definitely, I feel like if you guys have an AMC near you, or I don't know if other movie theaters do things like that, that is something that is fun. Even if you go by yourself, it's good to like see movies, get your mind off of things, you know, get away for 2 hours, 3 hours, however long the movie is. And I'm such a stickler to get there in time to see credits. I love to watch credits of, you know, the opening credits of movies, or the opening trailers, I'm sorry, to see what's coming up next. So yeah, enough about the movies. Next, two things are go hand in hand. I definitely told myself I had to be on a better gym kick, especially getting up into, I don't want to say I'm getting up in age, but getting older, your body changes, and especially if David and myself want to have kids, I wanted to have my body in a certain space that when I do get pregnant, I'm okay. You know, I could still work out during pregnancy. I can snap back right after having baby. So I definitely was on my gym kick, obviously all my life really, but I definitely turned it up this year. And also with going to the gym, we have the members pass, the passes to do the classes, and I really liked spin class. My first couple times I was like, I'm never gonna make it through this class, because the lady here that teaches it, Leslie, she's like crazy. Like her legs go a million miles per minute. But I really enjoyed spin class. Her spin class is really fun. She keeps it up tempo, the music loud, and when you do spin class for a while, you definitely see the definition in your legs coming out more. I already have very muscular legs. I grew up an athlete. I grew up running track pretty much all my life. So I already had muscular legs, but when I was doing spin class, you notice it even more. So those two definitely go hand in hand. The gym, if you don't have a gym, get outside and do some exercises. You could order some DVDs. I have Insanity from Shaun T. I also have T25. David has P90X. He likes to do the ab ripper from P90X. I did that. I decided to do it with him one time. I was like, I know I pulled a muscle, because this guy goes crazy. But definitely try to keep it active. Like, get going. It doesn't matter if it's 5-10 minutes, you know, every couple hours. Just get moving. And yeah, stretch. Oh, last year I started the year off doing yoga, and I kind of fell out of doing it, unfortunately, only because of the timing of it all. And if you don't get to that class on time, it's like impossible to find a spot on the mat. So, or you bring your own yoga mat, but you know what I mean, in the studio. But anyways, I feel like I want to try to get back into yoga this year. If not, I'll do some yoga at my house. Same thing. Next thing. Okay, while we're still on this, also, I drink a gallon of water a day. Definitely, hands down, a gallon of water a day. What I did was I did the math for using a shaker bottle. I actually really love using a shaker bottle for the simple fact that it really takes about 5 1/4 of these to equal a gallon. I did the math, if my math is correct. I drink more than that anyway. So in the morning, it doesn't have to be a blender bottle. It could be a whatever shaker bottle, anything that has this many fluid ounces in it. This one's what, 20, but I fill it all the way up. When the cap is on, it won't spill. So my water's all the way up here right now. I just refilled it. But in the morning, I'll drink one of these, and at nighttime, I'll drink one of them. So instead of being at 5 for the whole day, now you're really at 3. So if you're gonna eat how many meals during the day, you just drink your water with it. And I probably drink more than a gallon of water. I work out a lot, so it would make sense that I do. And people think, oh my gosh, if you're drinking a gallon of water, you're going to be peeing a lot. Yes, you do pee a lot, but your body kind of gets used to it, and you don't pee as often as you think. If that makes sense. TMI? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm saying. So I really like something like this that's pre-measured, so you're not carrying around that gallon of water. I used to be that person who used to carry around a gallon of water, which, I mean, to each their own. But if you want something that's a little easier, you could just take it in the car with you. It'll fit in your cup holder and all that stuff. I do recommend something like this. Now for shows. Okay, that's another way that me and David like to sit down, connect, watch a show. We'll talk about it. I know it probably sounds corny, but I like it. When we first started dating, our show of choice was Amazing Race, and I feel like as long as that show's on TV, we will forever love that show. We've tried to get on that show 6 times now, and I'm waiting for them to pick me. If I don't know, you guys should tweet them and say, hey, please pick David and Sherelle, because we really want to go on that show. But I don't know. So when we first started dating, that was our thing. We would sit down on Sunday nights. Hey, are you watching the show? Okay, call you back on commercial break. We'll talk about who's going to do what. But anyways, for this year, for last year, Married at First Sight was definitely a show that I was turned on to. I love that show. I like the social aspect of it. Like, you're getting married to somebody and you don't know who it is, but you've committed to the mission, or you've committed to the marriage, really. And I think it's interesting to see where people's heads are at. You could definitely tell people that want to be in a marriage or just want to be married. There definitely is a difference. and I find that show very intriguing. I really, really like it. And this season, I feel like my favorite couple is Vanessa and Trey, and I feel as though once they get their communication under control, I feel like they might have a good go at it. I feel like the girl, what's her name, Ashley and David are not going to make it, and I feel like, oh man, what's that other girl's name? I feel like they might, oh man, what's her name? I forget her name, but the other couple that, like, they're both kind of a little quirky, they might have a little go at it, but who knows? Oh, you know why I'm off? The white balance. I'm wearing white and my background's white. Sorry, guys. Okay. So next also was Face Off. I told you guys about this in another favorites video. Face Off was definitely a cool show. If you guys are into like FX makeup or doing your own makeup and just want to see how people's minds work, that's definitely a cool show to watch. It's on the Sci-Fi channel, and Married at First Sight is on FYI channel. I think if not, you could maybe go online and watch the shows if you don't get those on your cable settings, but I think those shows are really cool. I also like Rachael Ray. I watched Rachael Ray religiously through the whole year. No, I don't eat meat, but I do make a lot of her recipes easier for me to eat. Like, I'll just take out the meat, or I'll make it for David and he'll have chicken or fish or whatever it is. Really love Rachael Ray. I get her cookbooks. I get her magazines. I'm like a diehard Rachael Ray fan. And we actually got the opportunity to go to her show back all the way, I believe, in the beginning of the year. I feel like I was gonna sneeze. Yeah, so we got to go see her show in the beginning of the year. The show that we got to see was Julianne Moore. She was on Julianne Moore. She was on talking about Still Alice. And I was so excited to be there. I was like, please let her say hi to me. She kept looking at me. I think it's because my hair is so big. I think I was the only person in the audience that had like big, big hair. But I was really excited to see that, and David went with me that day as well. Next, what has saved me for a long time has been my humidifier. You guys know that I don't want to say I suffer from dry skin. I just combat the dry skin. I have allergies. I'm always watching my sister's kids and they get sick, you know, obviously from going to school, so they'll bring some germs here, and next thing I'm hemmed up doing the Harlem Shake in bed. So I decided the humidifier, and when I get sick, I'll plug in the humidifier, put in some eucalyptus drops, peppermint drops, lavender drops, essential oils. I'll put it in there and let it help me, you know, feel better. I feel like it really does work. I really don't like to take medicines. If I have to take it, I'll take it, but majority of the time I'll just plug that in. Hopefully it helps me out. I'll also sleep with that on too, just to keep my skin hydrated. I've said this a million times, I live in the state of New York. We get winters, we get cold winters, and you know, in order to help that, I try to drink enough water, have my humidifier, make sure I'm using thick lotions and creams, cocoa butters, shea butters, all that stuff. And I feel like this year I really haven't complained at all about having dry skin. I remember maybe 2 years ago I was like, guys, I had to buy Gold Bond. Which I'd still use Gold Bond if I had to, but I think I found a good formula. Found a good formula to combat all that dry skin and all that stuff. Okay, so we're gonna move on to food. In 2015, I really loved dry mangoes from nuts.com. I did a couple of nuts.com hauls not too long ago. I was gonna do another order, but since we're moving so soon, I won't place an order. I'll probably just place it once we move, because I don't have to move with, you know, a lot of food items. I don't want things to go bad and stuff. But so obsessed with nuts.com. Probably one of my favorite online sites to order from. Nuts.com, they have these great dried organic mangoes. My little sister came up here and ate me at a house and home. I was like, Anaya, you're killing me. You're gonna have to, you know, buy me a new bag or two. She ate 2 bags full. You know what? Let me put this on. Maybe, let me see if it will color balance. I took this off. I ran some errands. I don't know. This is probably also one of my favorite jackets too. It's just so easy. I don't think that helped with the coloring at all. Anyway, but I'll leave it on. Okay, so what was I saying? Mangoes, and then also cashews. I get my cashews now. They're the raw organic cashews from Walmart. You can also get them off of nuts.com if you wanted to, or any other online shopping site. But I get mine from a couple different places, depending on who's having a sale, whatnot. But I get the raw organic cashews. I love cashews, but cashews can be used a million different ways. So you can make cashew butters, you can make cashew sour cream. I can make Alfredo sauces for myself since I am vegan. I don't eat any animal byproducts, no dairy, no nothing. So that is a good way for me to make some supplements for things that would need milk. Yeah, so cashews have been one of them. And what else do I have written here? Oh, my vegan cookbooks. Let me show you guys. I don't ever want to come on here and seem preachy. Oh wait, let me not lose my paper. I never want to come on here and seem preachy. I never want to say what I do is better than you. Listen, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just found what works for me and my lifestyle. I know a lot of people get turned off from talking to vegans and all that stuff because they feel like it's vegan, vegan, vegan. I really don't push my lifestyle on anybody. My husband, he still eats chicken, turkey, fish. To each their own, you know? So I just found what worked for me. But, and it took a while, I'm not gonna lie. It took a lot of research. It took a lot of like, oh man, I didn't know that had whatchamacallit in it, or I can't have gelatin. Gelatin's made from, you know, animal byproducts. So it just took me a long time to figure certain things out. Not a long time, but a lot of research to figure certain things out. But also along the way, I found some great, really great cookbooks. I showed a couple of these before in some of my videos, but I'll show you guys again if you haven't seen those videos. I'm not even exactly sure what videos I showed them in. I could go back and see if I can link them down below if I do find them, but it might have been some vlogs actually, but so there's a store near me called Ollie's, and Ollie's has like discounted books and things that are kind of like an overstock.com but in person, that you can actually get these things tangibly in your possession as soon as you get into the store and out of the store. But I found a lot of the everything ... So this is the Everything Vegan Cookbook. I really like this. This one also helps with letting you know how to substitute certain things out. It has a lot of different recipes. I really wanted to do a challenge and cook my way through this cookbook, but I don't know. We might have to save that for later. I also picked up the Everything Vegan Pregnancy book. This is letting me know different things to do, what not to do. I read in here that when you are pregnant and you're, here's the thing. They say when you're pregnant, you're only really supposed to consume an extra 400 calories a day. So those women that are doing like 8,000 calories, calm down. It's really not that serious. I know I'm speaking from someone that's never been pregnant, not looking to get pregnant anytime soon, but that's what this book said, and when I'm pregnant, I know I'm gonna follow this and see how well I can get along with this one. This one is the Everything Healthy Green Drinks book. I have been getting into juicing a lot more. I drink smoothies almost every day. And that just helps me stay fuller longer. So this is good. And these books were normally like, these books were normally $23 and I got them for $4. So that's really good. This is the Everything Juicing book. I really like this one too. This one helps like if you have migraines or you're a headache sufferer, it'll show you what to juice to help reduce the symptoms or reduce like the onset of headaches and migraines, and if you have high blood pressure, and there's a million different things. There's so many great benefits from juicing. So this is another good book that I can recommend. And then also this one, I just picked this one up the other day. This one was also $4. This is the Big Book of Vegan Recipes. And I feel like this really can help those people that are like, oh, you know, I'm a vegetarian or I'm a pescatarian or I'm this or I'm that, and I want to try to eat more balanced or more this or more that. I feel like books like this really can help, and you can kind of see, you could chart out what you want to eat or you want to try. I just feel like food is easy. You can experiment. If you don't like it, don't make it again. So these are some of the books that I really have been loving in this past year, and yeah, I feel like they can help point you in the right direction. So also, if we're on the topic of like reading and literature and all that stuff, I have been a magazine head for years. I got into magazines probably when I was in high school. I think one of my first magazines was like Teen Vogue or something like that. Actually, no, I'm lying. It was Cosmopolitan. Yep, I used to bring it to school with me and read it in like study hall or whatever. And that was like the gateway to getting all these magazines. So funny enough, when I was in college, we were encouraged to be a subscription holder to a couple different magazines, and I don't even know why they did that. My mom had an addiction to magazines too. She was an interior designer and she would have a gazillion, but by the time the magazines came to the mailbox, our mailbox would be stuffed full of magazines. So anyway, I'll give you a couple different ones that I really have been liking over the year. I feel like some of my things have shifted. I do like Cosmopolitan still. I like to get Fitness magazine. Also women's health, Fitness magazine, women's health, Women's Day. I like this one as well. These are kind of old. I'm about to throw them out, but I wanted to show you guys. All Recipes is another good one if you guys are stuck on what to eat. I like to read Nylon for women and men. Gives a lot of good tips and tricks and, you know, what guys like, what girls like. I really like this. Good Housekeeping is another good one that I really like. Oh, I have two Good Housekeeping. What else do I have here? I get Harper's Bazaar, GQ, Eating Well, Glamour, In Style, Marie Claire, Martha Stewart Living. Like, I literally am a magazine. I could sell the magazines, as amount of magazines that I get. And it's actually cheaper to have the subscriptions opposed to purchasing them every month. So I said $5 for the year, why not? $10 for the year, why not? So I have a couple Cosmopolitans that I still haven't read. I kind of like to tuck them to the side, and when I have time I'll read them. But yeah, so that's for that. If you guys are also into magazines, let me know down below. Another thing that was really helpful for the year, last year I did a lot, right? Last year, yeah, it was last year. I did a lot of traveling. When my mom passed away, I promised Anaya that I would come down and see her once a month, every month, for a couple days. So having a tablet actually saved me. This is very easy to travel with. This is the LG, what is this, Android? What is this? I don't even know what this is, actually. It's the G-Pad. Who makes this? Let me see. Oh, AT&T, I guess. AT&T G-Pad. This really did save me. I downloaded an app called Showbox, and this actually I was able to download a lot of different movies. Let me just see what loads. And you can actually get a lot of current movies on here. So as of right now, I have The Good Dinosaur, Our Brand Is Crisis, Captive, Interstellar, Creed, Southpaw, Minions, Straight Outta Compton, Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me, and Fighting. That one is with Channing Tatum. I never got to see that one. But this is what Showbox looks like. You could just download them, and you know, once they're downloaded, you could watch them on the go. And then once I watched it, I'll just delete it. So it just frees up room for another movie. So this was really great for me with traveling. I only pay an extra $10 a month to get full service on this, and really did help me when I was out and about. If I didn't know what to get or where I was or whatever the case was, this was a really good, helpful tool for me. If you don't want to get this, you can always use your phone, but I felt it was good because you use your phone so much, next thing you know, your phone is dead. So if I wanted to watch a movie, I could watch a movie, be on the internet on here, and just leave my phone open for text messaging, phone calls, you know, social media. I even downloaded my social medias on here too, but, you know, it all depends. I really, really like this. Really good buy for me. And I want to say that's it. Oh, and headphones. You guys know me and my headphones. I feel like I change headphones every so often. I kind of get bored, but these ones I feel like I've stayed the longest with. These actually fit over my ears, which is really good. I have pretty small ears, but some of them would like hurt them or whatever. So tablet and headphones is definitely a must, especially if you travel a lot. And 2015 I definitely traveled. Oh my gosh, I traveled a bunch. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Very blessed, but it was kind of sad why I had to travel every single month, you know, just to make sure my sister was transitioning okay into being a high school student that her mom just passed away, and then, you know, transitioning from being a high school student to a college student and not being able to call my mom. So I did a lot of traveling. It was all for a better cause, a better good, you know, the better good. But those things definitely saved me. So Hopefully I didn't talk your ear off. I feel like I have been talking a lot. And look at that. I say Anaya and she just texted me. Look at God. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully all is well with you guys. Hopefully this video wasn't too crazy all over the place. And I feel like once I put my jacket on, the color balance went back to normal. I probably looked so yellow in the beginning, but don't mind me. So hopefully all is well with you guys. Let me know some of your lifestyle favorites that you were really into this past year. I was going to put fashion favorites into this, but we'd be here for another 20 minutes. So hopefully all is well with you guys. If you have not subscribed, please do. And give me a like if you like me. And today I'm not wearing any false lashes. Can you tell? Well, hopefully all is well. I shall see you guys in the next one. Please remember to be blessed, well dressed, and not stressed. And I shall see you there.